Hey guys, it's Bear here, returning to preparedness, helping you prepare not for your doomsday, but your everyday. So on this video, we are making hot sauce. We have got some ghost chilies, ghost peppers, whatever you want to call them. I got those mixed in with a couple little sweet ones and some other peppers, and we are going to be making some fermented hot sauce along with some garlic, onion, and I'm going to throw in a tomato just to see how that goes and maybe bring the heat down a touch. But obviously with these ghost peppers, it's going to be hot. So I'll zoom you in here and we'll go through the process. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is take off all these little green stems off these peppers and get those out of here. You don't want that in there. Actually, I'm just going to dump them all out here because then I'm going to cut them in half. Do wear gloves, as you can see I am. That one looks bad. I'll grab a different one here. Oh, man, do they smell good. Whew. Smell delicious. Smell nice and nice floral, actually kind of sweet. I mean, I know they're not sweet, but they do smell very sweet. And I'm adding some of these sweet peppers in there, just some tiny ones we had that I thought would really just kind of add a little bit different flavor to it, you know. Trying to somewhat balance the heat, you know. Obviously it's a hot sauce, so it's going to be hot, and the fact that we're using ghost peppers is really going to kick it up. Like I said, just take the green off, cut them in half. Now, there's many ways you can do it. You can, do what I'm doing here. We just take that little bit of green off, cut them in half, and kind of leave them large like that to ferment. Or you can actually dice them up completely. You can throw them like in a food processor and get them down real small and ferment them that way, almost like a liquid sauce. But I like the way that looks here. Get rid of some of that stuff here. It didn't look so good. I like it this way, just easier to work with the pieces, easier to keep them under your brine, your 3% brine you're going to do. And then once you're done, when you actually start making the hot sauce, then you can actually, chop them up and get them real small. For weight-wise, what I did do is I did 3.5 ounces of peppers, of the ghost peppers, these guys, an ounce of these, and these are actually like an overripe and pepperoncini, and then I think I did just a 1/2 ounce of the little baby sweet peppers. Really, you can do anything. Pretty standard is about 5 ounces, but you can do whatever you want size wise. Depends on how many peppers you got and how big a batch you want to do. Obviously you can go bigger here. This garlic I'm just going to slice in half again, throw in there, let that ferment with everything. Same with the onion and the tomato. Come on, off of there. Again, you can chop this up real fine if you want. I'm just going to leave it larger. This does not work well with these gloves here. There we go. I'm doing 4 cloves of garlic here. And to be honest with a hot sauce, you can do it without even fermenting it. But by fermenting it, it'll help it last a lot longer, not having to be refrigerated, because you get that pH level right to where it's shelf stable. Come on off of there. Oh. There we go. Said if you can do a cook method where basically you just cook everything down in a white vinegar, and then it'll last quite a while, but it's not as doesn't last as long as if you're doing the ferment method. Onion, chop this baby up. This is one of the little onions from our garden. Some of them turned out real nice, and some were really small. So it is what it is, but we'll use them. Get them going. Some of them, like I said, some of them didn't seem to grow very well. I did do them from, not from seed. I did them from pieces, but I'll tell you what, even though they're small, they sure are flavorful. Man, are they awesome. This tomato is just from our garden. It's a Arkansas Traveler tomato, and got good flavor, and we have an abundance of them, so I thought, well, why not throw that in there, ferment that with it, and get a little bit different flavor there. So that's what we're doing. So there, we got all those, and then we will, I'll get this cleaned up, and then we'll get our jar that we sterilized already and start our 3% brine. Okay, so for now our 3% brine, I've got 4 cups of water, 28 grams of salt in here. Just gonna mix that in, let that dissolve a little bit. I'm keeping the gloves on because I'm gonna be stuffing all these peppers into a jar here. Again, we've already sterilized the jar. And mix that up, get that nice dissolved. Alright, grab our jar here. It's already been sterilized. Start stuffing our onions and peppers and tomatoes all in there. We are using the mason jar fermenting lids, and those things are awesome. I love those. I'll leave a link down below for those there. You want to make sure you get everything in there, seeds and all. And then at the end, when we blend this all up, those seeds will be completely gone. But get everything in there, like so. It's good. Hand up there. Now, let's make sure all this is dissolved. Oh, I got a little bit left there. Stir that up, get that dissolved. Try and get as much of that salt dissolved as possible. Oops, spill over a little bit, that's okay. Looking good there. And you just pour it in. Come on. Make a big mess, as you can see I'm doing. Just keep dripping. There you go, Barry. Good job, Bear. Keep dripping. Keep dripping. Get that liquid up. Alright, and we're going to take our disc here. Slide that in there. Make sure that weighs everything down, so everything stays below. Alright, gonna get a napkin here just to wipe this off. And then Pop our lid on. And we'll let that go. Now this will sit for a couple weeks, and then when we come back, we'll be ready to make our sauce. I do have to fix it though, because I lost a pepper. I did lose a pepper. Son of a gun. Come on now. Stay over the top. There we go. There we go. Got them all in there. Put our lid back down. On. And there it is. Alright, again, we'll come back in a couple weeks and we'll be done and making our sauce. Alright, so it's been a few weeks now and we've had our peppers and everything just fermenting away here in our jar, and now is the moment of truth. Oh, man, that smells good. Now we're going to pour it off. Here, everything smells and looks good. Oh yeah. See if I can get that little piece out of there. I mean, man, that smell. Oh, it smells so good. Alright, so in order to make sure that it's going to remain shelf stable, you want to make sure that pH is lower than the 4.6. So you want to do equal parts your peppers with vinegar. Just a plain white distilled vinegar will be fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this into here, right, our peppers, and try and get everything in there. Okay, gonna weigh that out. So we got, oh shoot, what did I do this way? Come on. Zeroed it out, there we go. So now 196 grams we got here of peppers, and that's, we want to do the same here with our vinegar. Yeah, we're a little over, but that'll be alright. A little more never hurt nobody. This you can set aside. Some people like to use that brine in there. I don't necessarily. I just like the peppers and the vinegar. You can flavor it however you want. Obviously some of that brine is going to be in here because it's inside the peppers. Pull out the Vitamix, and we got that. Everything has been cleaned and sterilized beforehand, obviously. That out of here. And now we are going to give her a mix. See what she looks like. Oh, oh yeah. I mean, woo! Wow, she's strong. Oh, yeah, right in the face. Woo-wee! That was nice. Be careful when you open this. She's going to be strong. I did it again. Oh, I got close. Whew. Yeah. She looks like a good consistency though. Not too thick. Thinned out nicely. I know the Vitamix blenders are a little on the pricey side if you're going blender wise, but well worth it. So I'm just going to give her another little mix up here quick. You can go less if you want, if you like a thicker sauce. I prefer mine to be more thinner, store-bought type, you know, your Tabasco, Frank's Red Hot, Cholula, just let it waft out a little bit. She'll get you every time. So now what I'm going to do is take our pH meter here. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to stick that right inside there and see what kind of pH I'm at here. So I'm at a 2.7. So that means that I am low enough. You better rinse off right away. That means that I'm low enough to be shelf stable, which is exactly where you want to be. That way you don't have to refrigerate it. You can just leave it out on the shelf just like they do in the stores and not have to worry about it. I do got my bottles ready to go. So just take a funnel, small funnel, bottle, and pour away. The nice thing, I'll leave a link to these bottles on Amazon, but these things actually come with the little stopper caps here. I'll open it up and show you here. They come with these your little stopper, your little dripper caps, and your cap itself, and then they come with actually sleeves that you can heat to seal it up. So it actually gives you that, oh boy, that full-on, you know, feel of being a legit hot sauce. You know, giving it away, you can create your own label. You know, name it whatever you want, and you know, give it to your friends, family, or whatever. And that's it. It's that simple. Finish this up, and we'll do a taste test. All right, so here we got 2.5 bottles of hot sauce there. Whew, I know I'm telling you what, the flavor on this is awesome. It is. This took a little bit here, you know, on the finger, and it starts off so sweet. Got a nice sweet flavor to it, and then that heat just creeps up behind it. I mean, it's got some kick, but man, it is good stuff. So there it is. There's our ghost chili hot sauce. It's just so awesome. You get a great flavor for fermenting the peppers. You get a nice sweet tang. You get the sweet, you know, a lot of peppers have like a sweet taste to them before you get that heat, and these things are no different. You get that the great flavor of the pepper plus that little tanginess of the fermentation, you know, along with the heat coming after. Man, they got some kick, but it is worth it. Highly recommend making your own hot sauce. You can, you know, add whatever ingredients you want. You can change it up. Fermenting it just adds another flavor. You can do it without, but I would definitely recommend fermenting. I'll leave links to all this stuff below in the description. Until next time, this has been Bear with Journey to Preparedness, helping you prepare not only for your doomsday, but your everyday. Peace.